All right, it's day 2 of my damn vacation. Let me tell you something. Come this Sunday, Pittsburgh better be on vacation as well because we taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We done beat them 10 consecutive times, and more importantly, we playing them at home. This should not be a problem, but as both of us know, Pittsburgh happens to play down to the competition. But let me stop trying to disrespect Cincinnati because they're way better than their record actually says they are. On 4 different occasions, they happen to lose by less than a touchdown. So understand, Joe Burrow and those boys, they're tired of being the doormat, but the bottom line is we've got to make sure we turn them into that doormat and dust our feet all over their team. The biggest concern for me, now whether Ben Roethlisberger plays or Vince Williams plays or anybody who's on that COVID list, we're going to have to find out the day of the game or maybe the day before. I'm not too sure if it's been released, the news right now, because as you can tell, I'm on vacation, whatever the deal may be. I need James Conner to step up. I need our run game to make up for our abysmal performance last week. Dallas was the worst run defense in the league, and we didn't even run the football. Now, granted, Ben was able to go out there and win us the game, but here we are against another bottom half of the NFL. Hell, bottom 4th, bottom 5th, bottom 18th. They rank number 29 or 28. Whatever the deal may be, there's no reason why we should not run all over the Cincinnati Bengals defense. No reason. Joe Burrow, although he's had a sensational thus far, productively, if you look at his statistics, a great rookie season thus far. We're still leading the league in QB hits, in sacks, in interceptions. On top of that, we give out the lowest completion percentage in the league. There is no reason why we should struggle against this Bengals front. Our defense should carry us in this game. Last game, we should have had a defensive touchdown against Gilbert. This game, we should have Joe Burrow on the floor. 2 sacks against Dallas last week, unacceptable. We've got to have this game with at least 10 QB hits. We have to have at least 5 sacks. There is no reason why we're not putting Joe Burrow on the floor. We should be making sure we burrow Joe Burrow into the ground. Bottom line is that we didn't make sure by the end of the game, we're going to be playing in Heinz Ketchup Field. We're going to make sure that Joe Burrow looks like a goddamn ketchup-colored hot dog because he's going to be all over the floor and his blood and guts is going to be pouring out of his shoulder pad. We hope it's actually not going down like that. You don't want to make sure somebody's actual blood, pops out. You don't want the appendix exploding in the middle of the game and now all of a sudden the man's dead on the floor. Can the appendix explode and kill you? We ain't talking about that right now. But we need to take care of business. Bottom line, this is yet another trap game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And next week, we've got Jacksonville, another trap game against a lower tier team. But again, like I said yesterday, we cannot overlook any opponents. We have to go out there and impose our will. I don't even want to talk about the passing game because this needs to be the game that James Conner goes over 100. This needs to be the game that Benny Snell goes over 100. This needs to be the game Jalen Samuels, well damn, he's on the COVID list, whatever the deal may be. I need to see our backfield combine for over 150 to 200 yards. We need to go out there and impose our will. Whether Ben plays or Ben doesn't, it should not come down to who's playing quarterback. Because this Bengals team does not require a great quarterback to defeat. We just need to be mentally prepared going into this game. You can't walk in feeling like, oh, our shit don't stink. Because understand, last week, the reason why we had our trap game sort of situation, the classic Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh Steelers sort of situation, you had back-to-back games against Tennessee, against Baltimore, riding highs. You beat an undefeated Tennessee team. You defeat the division rival and the current, 2-time reigning champion in the AFC North. And then you walk into Dallas like, man, this is the worst team in the league. We're going to whip their ass. Well, worst team, aside from New York Jets. But we ain't talking about that right now. We've got to take care of business. We are playing against Cincinnati. You got to take care of business. Remember what our rivalry of this current Cincinnati sort of team is made of. We don't respect them. They don't respect us. They play dirty. They may not have, Vontaze Burfict over there, Adam Jones over there. It doesn't matter. We still need to make sure that they understand they are the bottom of the division. And I'll be damned if we lose to Cincinnati. Take care of business this Sunday. We've got to be 9-0. No excuses. We cannot afford to lose this game. Why? Because like James Farrier said in 2008, like Mike Tomlin said in 2008, like Troy Polamalu, Ben Roethlisberger, Willie Parker, Hines Ward, Nate Washington, it doesn't matter who it is, Santonio Holmes. It's a 5-star matchup because we in it. And guess what? We fixing to leave a 5-star review on Yelp of an ass whipping of the Cincinnati Bengals. Get your hands up in here. Steelers on 3, win on 6. 1, 2, 3 Steelers. 4, 5, 6 win. Let's get this W on Sunday, gentlemen. Let's get this W.